Close your eyes for a second. No, seriously, close them. You are tired. You have had a long day. And instead of scrolling, you chose this. Good decision. Because tonight, I am going to tell you a story. A story about a man who wanted something so badly, he walked through a forest alone at night to find it. And what he found changed everything. Stay with me. Once, many years ago, there was a traveler. He was not famous. He was not rich. He was just a man from a small village with a big dream. He wanted to explore the world. He wanted to stand in places he had only heard about as a child. He wanted to talk to people who looked different than him, thought different than him, lived different than him. But there was one problem. He only spoke one language, his own. Now his language was beautiful. It carried the smell of his grandmother's kitchen, the sound of long dinners with family, the weight of everything he loved. But it was only spoken in that one small village, and the world was enormous. So he did what most of us do when we want something badly enough. He bought books, grammar books, about English. He sat down with those books, determined, serious, focused, and he studied and studied, and his mind wandered. He fell asleep with the book still in his hands, dreaming of those faraway places. He did not learn much from those books. Sound familiar? Then one day, something unexpected happened. A young woman came to his village. She had light copper brown eyes and an accent he had never heard before. She spoke his language, not perfectly, but confidently, easily. She communicated, and people understood her. The traveler watched her for a long time. Then he walked up to her. He said, "Excuse me, where did you learn our language?" "I want to learn English." "I want to travel. I want to see the world. Can you help me?" She looked at him with a soft smile. And she said, "I will give you some advice. Walk east for 3 or 4 days. You will find a deep lake. By that lake, there is a village. Ask the people there about an old man with a white beard who sits on a large stone." She stepped closer. She moved her lips near his ear and whispered, "He will tell you the secret of learning English." Then she stepped back, winked, and walked away, her perfume still in the air. The traveler stood there. He already knew he would follow her advice. The next morning, he said goodbye to everyone he loved, and he walked east. Through tall grass, wind against his face, insects all around him, bird songs he had never heard before. After a few days, he found the lake, a small collection of houses spread through the forest. The people there spoke a language, slightly different from his. It was hard to understand them, but he listened. He tried, and slowly, bit by bit, they pointed him in the right direction. He hiked to the other side of the lake, and there, leaning back on a rock, was the old man. White beard, leather-like skin, eyes closed, like he had been waiting there for years. The traveler stepped forward and said, "Excuse me, I have heard of you. Can you tell me the secret of learning English?" The old man opened his eyes, slowly, like a turtle waking from a long sleep. He looked at the traveler, and he said, "The secret of learning English? Strange that you would ask an old man sitting on a rock in the forest. But yes, I know of what you speak." He paused. Then he said, "To learn English, you must use it. You must speak it. You must read it. You must listen to it. You must find a way to love it so much that you think about it in every free moment you have. You must find your motivation, traveler, or you will learn nothing." He continued, "You will try shortcuts, Everyone does.
You will buy programs that promise you fluency in 30 days.
You will follow methods that claim to rewire your brain while you sleep.
You will measure yourself against people who have been speaking for decades and feel like a failure, not because you are lazy,
Not because you are not intelligent.
but because learning a language is genuinely one of the hardest things a human being can do. It is a long road, and there are no shortcuts that work for everyone. You must find your own way. But, and this is the part most people miss, do not despair. Do not be overwhelmed by frustration,
The language will come when you find your motivation.
or when your motivation finds you. The traveler listened.
Then he said, "But I do not even love English.
I love traveling.
That is what I want. Not grammar, not conjugations, just the world."
The old man looked at the trees. He looked at the calm water of the lake behind him.
He breathed slowly. Then he said, "Then that is your motivation." He took out a pencil and a piece of brown paper.
He wrote slowly, deliberately, smiling to himself as he wrote,
His white beard and white eyebrows moving as he worked. He held the paper out to the traveler.
"Read this as you walk tonight."
Speak the words out loud. Say them to the trees if you like. Say them to the dark. Now go. The world is waiting for you.
He closed his eyes.
The conversation was over.
The traveler took the paper.
He looked at the trail disappearing into the deep forest.
He could go home, but home was boring. He had little to lose.
So he walked.
After a few minutes, he unfolded the paper.
He laughed when he read the title.
The Secret to Learning a Language. But he read it anyway, out loud, into the dark forest.
To learn a language, one must use it.
To learn to speak, one must speak. To learn to understand, one must listen.
To learn to live a language, one must live it.
I must find my motivation, or I will learn nothing.
Others will promise me fast answers. Others will profit from my fears. Others will tell me I can learn while I sleep.
I may believe them, not because I am lazy, but because I have not yet accepted that this is hard. It is one of the most difficult things a human can do. But it is a beautiful road, and it will open up the world.
Do not despair. Do not worry. You are intelligent.
You are capable.
You have simply not yet found the reason. That makes you unstoppable.
The traveler kept walking. He repeated the words. And somewhere along that dark trail, something settled inside him. His motivation was clear: exploring,
Traveling.
talking to people he had never met, in places he had never been.
That was his reason.
And that reason was enough. He would stop worrying about being perfect.
He would stop stressing about prepositions.
He would learn English on the road as he needed it, from real people, in real places.
One word, one conversation, one moment at a time.
The fun was in the journey, not the destination. He sat down against a rock. The forest was quiet around him.
He closed his eyes with a slow smile on his face.
And he fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. And if you are still listening right now, maybe you are a little like him. Maybe you have tried the grammar books. Maybe you have bought the programs.
Maybe you have told yourself, I will be fluent someday, and someday never quite arrived.
That is okay.
You are not lazy. You are not slow.
You just have not found the reason yet that makes all of this worth it. Find that reason,
Hold on to it.
and let it pull you forward, one word at a time.
One night at a time, starting right now.
Let your brain rest.
Tomorrow, speak a little. The road is long, but it is yours.
Good night.